I am here now.
Welcome to Breadsheets Krill, the annual fishing podcast.
Ah, yes. Ow.
See, the best part is I don't even need to do like the whole ramble intro bit because it's just text on the screen now. I updated the UI. It's nice. I've been trying to do
Very
things.
nice.
So now we just don't have like Autodesk Sketchbook just open and that's what's being captured.
Epic. Oh yeah, I have someone working on making a better representation of the meme instead of just a purple dot.
Cool.
Yeah. Guess I'll play some mobile games today because that's all
I'm starting
I'm
today by
doing
literally just
recently.
marking ages on a sheet.
Epic.
And then that's going to turn into working on a world atlas because believe it or not, people other than me don't know the world. Shocker, I know.
Crazy.
All the while, I'm still eating my breakfast Pop-Tart.
I had donuts for breakfast.
Quality meal.
I'm gonna put on the gamer music. Just for me, though, you don't need to worry about muting the bot.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Was that a sodaic beverage?
Yes, carbonated water from Hy-Vee.
Does that count as a soda? There's a question for the world.
Well, yes, but actually no.
Sodant. Yeah, it's the 30th and no one submitted anything for the song pack, so I'm just gonna release like my favorite of the instrumentals from it, which I think is just In the Night in These Silver Hands off the top of my head. There might be another I'm forgetting.
Ooh, nifty.
Also gonna release that Accidentally a Good Piece we discussed yesterday.
What's going on in my YouTube notifications today?
It's like a jazz thing. I don't know if I can exactly call it jazz. Like I wrote the percussion part I wanted, I wrote the bass line I wanted, but then when I went to go like decide what notes I wanted to use, I made like a interesting scale to me, and I'm like, well, this is too jazzy for what I want, but I can't just abandon this.
It's just how it be sometimes.
There is funk guitar in there. That's about the only instrument of note.
A
A funk
funk guitar?
Yes, that is what it is called.
Well, yeah, that's like one of the general MIDI instruments that exists.
I haven't played around with MIDI guitars a lot because on the like BandLab uses MIDI, like the actual MIDI grid and all that, but like what I was using before works on staff, which in Guitar World translates to tablature, and I don't know how to write tablature.
Ooh, epic. I know how to I know of a site that allows you to convert MIDI into tab and then tab into MIDI.
I guess
honestly, I only loosely remember how to read sheet music from the 1 year I played a French horn.
Every time you bring it up, I just don't think of you as a French horn kind of guy.
Well, then again, that was me in 5th grade.
Yeah, fair. See, I was part of one of those elementary schools that has you play the recorder for all of elementary school.
I played recorder for 4th grade.
I played it, I think it was 3rd through 5th.
I think I still have my recorders somewhere.
I might, too.
I me now regrets that the young me didn't get a purple recorder, because I got a red recorder because I was super into the color red at the time, and now I'm just like, dude, why didn't you get a purple one? Purple is so much cooler.
Yeah, they all just gave us, standardized black ones. The cord was red, though.
We got fancy ones because we specifically ordered them.
I guess I should discuss the new UI at least a little. There's not really much to say. I moved a handful of things in the title. I can actually, toggle the text like a normal person.
Yeah, instead of just capturing.
Yeah, instead of just capturing the sketchbook window, I actually did minimal reading, 30 minutes ago. Yeah, the whole, intro block there, so I don't have to read that off every time. I think I just peeked the mic. We'll find out later. It's also just I'll explain the trilogy eventually, maybe, probably. There's not a lot I can discuss while working on the spreadsheets for it. I plan to explain it when, in, the same video thing where I offer up auditions and such publicly, of course. You've already done one for music and such, but when I open public auditions, that's when I plan to actually do the explanation of what it is.
Very nice.
There was another piece I did make that I was thinking about releasing, but I might remaster it in BandLabs now. But I was purely how many of the stupid instruments can I make work in one piece? And the answer to that was bongo, cowbell, bagpipe, accordion, banjo. And I think I threw in a bass guitar just to be stable.
Well, yeah, I mean, you gotta have some semblance of a rhythm string instrument, whether that be a bass, a rhythm guitar, or anything, really. You gotta have that balance.
Yeah, I'd say really the only time you don't need a balance of that kind of thing is if you're doing just a piano or just a choir score.
Yeah.
But even then, let's be real, a piano's a string instrument. Let's just be honest.
Well, yeah.
Well, apparently at some point, unbeknownst to me, they added a category called keyboards.
Oh.
Which is
Well,
stupid.
I mean, there's a difference between a keyboard and a piano, though.
Exactly, thank you.
Because a keyboard is usually a synth-based piano. Or something similar. It's got piano keys, but it's not a piano. It's it's the thing that they use to make the sound at the beginning of Pumped Up Kicks. Because that's the only thing that's coming to my mind when it comes to using a synth keyboard. Anyway, how's bullying the waifus going?
I was wondering how long until you asked about that. It was just a particular episode I was writing. We're just bullying the waifu.
Ah, very cool. I'm waiting for BlueStacks to load while I
Try.
well, yes. No, since BlueStacks isn't wanting to load, I'll just play something else. I was just gonna just sit and play some Unison League, but apparently BlueStacks doesn't want to exist as a program right now. So, I guess I'll boot up Steam. You know what? It's time for the boys are back in town to kill you. God, why do I have so many at mentions?
Who feels the need to bother you that much?
Boys are back in town to kill you.
Calculator time, because I'm too lazy to math.
I feel ya. Get it. Ah, yes. Good meme.
Good meme did work, yes?
Another good meme for the boys. Apparently, by this qualification, I am a true music fan.
Who was the qualifier?
Uh, the thing that qualified it is the fact that I understand images as a reference to a song.
Because that's how music fans work.
I can hear the song like in my head. God damn it, BlueStacks. Just launch Steam. Just play some Terra. Ow.
I'm so excited for the Volume 7 soundtrack to come out tomorrow. That's gonna be
Oh yeah.
yeah. Particularly the Ironwood song. That's the one that I want.
Why am I not surprised?
Because he's a Chad.
He is Chad. Ooh, Ravenfield. Might have to reinstall that. Oh, new modifier for Paint the Town Red. Cool. Other updates. Don't really play that. There's Butcher's Circus. I didn't even buy that, so. Update for Kingmaker. Do I do Terra or do I do Trove? Or do I play some TF2? And some TF2 would be fun. I'm just gonna screw around people, playground, murder people. It's gonna be fun. Just give me the default. Head. Cool. I have an axe. Habonkus. Oh no. He's dead. Whatever will I do? Oh yeah. Shove the body. Ah, perfect. Hit him directly in the chest with an axe. Where? Oh, Fat Man's head just exploded.
Oh.
Very nice. Oh, hey, and I stuck the axe in the wall. Oh, wait, do I have the box? Did I save the box? I saved the box. Cool. Put a nice life syringe in there and just jab it into the corpse. So that way the corpse becomes uncorpsified.
I love things becoming uncorpsified.
Anyway, I now have a man in a coffin. He fell out of the coffin. How
How
dare
dare.
you? Well, now I broke my coffin. Curse you. Brick wall. Brick wall. Alright. I'm gonna put this man behind a brick wall. Whoa, I made it all floppy. Give me a concrete slab. Put a couple dudes behind it. Alright. Time to attach thrusters to this. Because it'll be fun. Rigid cable. Yeah. Third thruster. It's gonna be a little sketch, but that's okay. Set it to trigger on keypad 0. I need propagation wires to all of these. Oops. Nice and posty. Oh, there it goes. Cool. Oh, light bulb. Not allowed. What happens if I hit a dude with an old light bulb? Let's find out. It hits him with glass. Very, very nice. Alright. Time to flood a body with electricity. God, you're a fungus. Oh, I'm breaking everything. Laser? A Okay, so it's just a laser pointer right now. What happens when we hit this with some electricity? Because it says it becomes dangerous when exposed to electricity.
Well,
So let's hook it up to a couple industrial generators.
what could go wrong?
And by a couple, I mean 6. Do my nice stitch pattern of wires. Do I want batteries? Why not? That's just more electricity. Should probably freeze all of these things. Cool. Now I gotta wire all these batteries up. Oh boy. There's gonna be so much power behind this thing.
When you type 4 instead of 43.
Oh yeah. There's so much electricity here. And all of it's gonna go directly into a laser pointing at a dude.
What are you playing again?
Playing People Playground.
Ah. I forgot that was a game that existed.
Alright. It's time. Yo, where'd his top half go?
Oh no.
It's gone. Man's top half ceased existence.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna deactivate that laser.
Nothing to look at there.
It went from being green to being pink, and then the man's top half just gone. Actually, what I might try to do is set up a resistor. And effectively have it being a gate so I can monitor the electricity that's going through it. Ow. Oh, the immobility field, but I don't believe. Oh god, not the decimator. Need the laser. Okay, so right now we have a normal laser pointer. As you power it, it turns green, then it goes to pink when it becomes the absolute decimation. Okay, so we're gonna test these all on people. Normal green doesn't do anything. Upgraded green cuts. Just right through, and he's on fire. Very nice. That also cuts and ignites faster. Well, that man's bottom half is gone. Throw him onto the burning body pile.
Rip.
Alright. And now let's see what... It's not quite full power. It's like just under. Oh, that man's entire spine is just gone.
Who needs
Well, I guess
that?
I'll throw his parts into the skeleton pile. And now, just for fun, we're gonna max power. Oh, I broke the laser. Oh my god, he's still alive. Not for long, because now he's on fire. And he has no legs. So he's just bleeding out. That's fine. Oh, back into the burning body pile he goes. Oh, delete that laser. What would happen? Energy vessel explosive? Okay. Take that like all the way over here. Alright, we're gonna hook electricity up to that. Activate that. Oh, that's that one. That's the vortex. He broke all my shit. That dick. Yes, wire. Oh my god, I just got an amazing idea. I am going to strap this man to this bomb.
That is a good pastime.
All I saw was like 2 little streaks of blood. I have no idea where this man went.
Oh.
You know what? I'm gonna strap a man to a nuke.
Cause why not?
Because it's fun. We could strap a couple men and an android to it. That could be fun. Couple dudes and an android on a nuke. That guy's dead. Oh, his foot's just stuck to it. God, the nuke's not going off. There we go. I'm willing to bet that the android probably lived through that. I just have to find him and repair him. But there's bits of dude everywhere. There's his head. I have no idea where the android went. I think the android just stopped existing. Cool. What other explosives do I have? I could strap a dude to the energy vessel, but it wouldn't exactly do much. Wait a minute. I'm gonna build a rocket. I'm gonna build a rocket with an atom bomb.
One way to do it.
Well, I mean, basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put thrusters on the bottom of an atom bomb. And freeze that there. And strap a bunch of thrusters, this thing, and then strap a dude to the front, and then activate it while it's in the middle of the air. It's gonna be amazing. It's just gonna be a big old mushroom cloud. I am a being of chaos. Alright, we've got a dude strapped to the top of the rocket. Actually. Hold on. Brick bone. I think it's funny that's just an option that I have in the options menu. But no, delete that, man.
Bone. Activate bone
Uh,
crunch.
give me the knockout drug. Cool. Now I'm going to drape him over the end of the nuke. Just, this doesn't look like a very comfortable sleeping position, but that's fine. Because he won't be in that for long. Alright, now I need thrusters. For these, I should probably use the fixed cable. Because it'll make it so that it can't rotate. Cool.
Ah, yes, it's time for the ages of Mr. Catwalk Man. I can't elaborate any further, but...
And the smoke. Alright. I'm just gonna put a picture of this in the land of memes because it's too beautiful not to share with the world. It's so dumb. Alright. I'm gonna hit this man with some adrenaline so he knows exactly what's about to just happen to him. Is he dead? Did I kill him? I think I killed him. Oops. Oh well. Back to life with you. Oh yeah, I hit his head. Let's just fix that by stabbing him in the face. Oh, his head's getting like repeatedly hit by the nuke, so he's gonna constantly keep dying. Alright. Well, now I should probably refreeze that. I need to set up key triggers. Change key, make that, keep it 0, apply propagation wires to the 3 thrusters. Do a fixed cable onto the nuke, so neither of those will move. Set that key to numpad 1. Apply. Fix cable onto the nuke. Propagation wire to the nuke. Here we go. Seriously, 3 thrusters wasn't enough to pick this thing up?
Sadness.
Oh, it's because I forgot to unfreeze it. Ah, yes, the funny haha snake song. Oh, that was the nuke. I think that's a bit of a dude. Oh, it's because I accidentally tied him to the background. F. Well. Oh my god, I could use radios. That'd be cool, but also, no. I'm too lazy to set those up. You know what? What happens if I flood an aerial faceplate with... Ow. I'm gonna hook this thing up to some nice electricity. Oh! It gets supercharged. Cool. I'm not gonna go. Alright. So that's what it does when it's not got electricity hooked up to it. Let's see what it does when it's got electricity hooked up to it. Well, I learned what happens.
Which is?
That image right there.
Explosion.
Yeah, because I forgot to freeze the, generator. I wonder, could I make an electromagnet fly? If I had, like, enough androids underneath it and have it set to attract. The 3 a.m. Wendy's run. Whoa. Or this, and I have not decided which one. That leg is spazzing out. I've created perpetual motion.
You've done it. You've solved science.
I did it by making an android's leg freak the hell out. Well, time to read Discord for a little bit. Oh, was a brand announcement? You can't kill this, Jeff.
We've reached the second half of the alphabet, which has significantly less character names.
Huh. Neat.
I wonder if that's like an actual statistic or if that's just related to what names I pulled.
Probably just related to what names you pulled.
To the Google bot. Apparently the most common are J, M, S, and D for first names. O, and C. Which I can already tell you, there's no J name. No, there's several J names. What am I saying? Yeah, so I'd say that one's true. And then last names, the common ones are S, B, H, M, and C again. Pretty much all the same ones. So, I don't know. Random stats for you. Congratulations. Knowledge from the Spreadsheets and Chill podcast.
Wow. Man, BlueStacks has just been sitting here. I'm gonna have to task manager it.
Oh, no.
This is taking up so much of my freaking computer. Cool, BlueStacks is closed now. What do I want to do? I suppose I should probably do more work on the tabletop.
I guess why you got me here. I don't even
Yeah,
remember if, like, because there's only actually 2 things in Spreadsheets Chill that got up, because we kept having technical problems for one reason or another. I've fixed all those now, by the way. Checked OBS to make sure I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
bones epically.
So I don't even know if we've mentioned this or not at this point. I don't know what we've discussed.
I don't know. I've just been being the chaotic being that I am.
Well, in case
And
we
it's
haven't,
fun.
we're just passively working on a Ruby-themed tabletop. That's it. That's really all there is to
Yeah.
say about it.
Yeah, that's all there really is to say. I mean, I guess you could say it's more based on Pathfinder than 5e.
Yeah,
Because
so
originally it was going to be 5e based, but then I was like, haha, Pathfinder, go brr.
there were a lot of things Pathfinder just worked better with Ruby for.
Well, yeah, that's just because Pathfinder's a better system.
You know, if we had more than 3 viewers, you would have caused a flame war just now.
Oh, yeah, I would have. But I mean, I know so many people that agree with me. And it's like the entire Pathfinder party. Bar Tyler, Will, and Joe. Because Tyler is neutral ground, and then Will and Joe they prefer 5e. I don't. I have a love-hate relationship with 5e. My favorite characters that I've played have been in the D&D game, in the D&D systems, but Pathfinder I feel like I can just do more with. And also, you actually get to do high tier play in Pathfinder, unlike a lot of people that run 5e. Because there are not a lot of really long-term 5e campaigns that I've been a part of.
Well, the recorded one has 10 dungeons for whatever that's worth.
Epic.
And you know how much I space out dungeons, so.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's the name of the game, but you also don't want it to be the only thing in the game.
Ah, yes. King Kong and Godzilla duking it out, and then there's just a Saitama walking. That's a good piece of art. I like it. I like it a lot. What do we got for memes? Comically large spoon. That's
Okay,
just a
then.
frying pan.
I mean,
That's literally just a picture of a frying pan.
yeah,
So sad
that
that
would be the
Steve
thing.
Jobs died of Ligma.
That means a pot's a
Who the hell's
larger
Steve
needle.
Jobs? Ligma balls. It's such a classic meme. It's so sad that Steve Jobs died of Ligma. Who the hell's Steve Jobs? Ligma balls. And then Rorschach exploded. Oh, oh. Oh, if only I had a vinyl player, because then I would totally get the Risk of Rain 2 soundtrack on a vinyl. because that would be poggers. Oh yeah, started doing like actually statting out the weapons
How's it going?
pretty well. I mean, I marked anything in red as like a two-hand required weapon. We don't actually have that many two-handed weapons. And again, there aren't that many two-handed weapons.
Like, I can think of crows off the top of my head sometimes.
Well, a crow's sword would be like a
Sometimes, in like one of its 5 forms, occasionally, it's a two-handed weapon.
yeah, because generally, I would consider crows like when it's in its sword form, it'd be a hand and a half sword, which basically means that you can wield it with one hand, you can wield it with two hands. Wouldn't really give a care.
Yeah. Would, like,
So
dual
for
guns count technically as a two-handed weapon? That's a question.
some of them, because like a handgun, like a pistol, a revolver, those are one-hand weapons. But like a sniper rifle, a crossbow, a
Well, I mean,
trumpet.
like, dual-wielding guns, so I don't imagine many people are dual-wielding sniper rifles.
Well, I mean, if you wanted to dual wield guns, you could. You'd probably have to take two weapon fighting to do it, but in theory, you could.
I don't know.
Oh
Just
yeah, we
asking
need
the
to do
question because, like,
feats.
Ironwood, Ren, off the top of my head, those two.
We're gonna have to go through Pathfinder feats and try to figure out what would work with our system. Oh god, that's gonna take forever.
I don't know.
Oh no.
Sounds like spreadsheets and chill talk. What you've
Oh,
done
that's
right
gonna.
there is you've just planned the next episode of Spreadsheets and Chill.
Oh god, it's gonna take so long. Do we want to have rat stack?
Elaborate?
Okay, so in Pathfinder, there's a feat called rat stack that Aiden found. And what it does is it allows you to stack the players. So if multiple people have rat stack and if they meet the prereqs, for example, being a rat folk, having I think it's a certain dex score. Hold on, let me actually pull up Nethos right now. I mean, I need to work on a character because Aiden's gonna start running. Aiden's gonna start running Pathfinder on Saturdays, so I need to make a character for that. But
Nonsense. You don't need a character to play the. I almost said the video game.
rat stack. Oh, you don't actually have to be a.
Is it just pillar? Can you just pillar people? Is that what you're discussing here?
It turns out you don't actually have to be a rat folk. You just have to have the swarming racial trait and a dexterity of 13. You can occupy the same space with up to two other creatures that also have this feat. If all participants have the tunnel rat feat, up to four creatures can share the same space. So, do we want people to be uncomfortably close? I mean, for memes, maybe.
That's definitely a meme ability.
Yeah, it is, but at the same time, it can be very useful.
In what situation is a totem useful? Like, I get it, the entirety of Triforce Heroes, but
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about that one Zelda game that I have that I can't remember the name of? Uh, but it could make, like, because people would be able to flank easier. Because in Pathfinder, there's a thing called flanking, and it's actually good, unlike 5e's flanking. Because 5e's flanking sucks nuts. 5e's flanking, you just get advantage on it, if I remember correctly. And
I
then
think so.
in Pathfinder, you actually get a bonus. And if you're a rogue, you get sneak attack on it. And so it's like, ooh. Which is especially good when you have someone doing 68 plus 1d6 plus another 8d6 if they choose to use their bombs. So whenever I punch someone, I do damage as if though I was size category huge, which is 8, or it's 68, not 8d6. 8d6 is my bombs. So I have big old hands that I punch people with, and it's like, whoa, dude, those are very large. And I also do an extra d6 of cold damage because I have my fists enchanted with ice damage. And then, not to mention the fact that if I choose to, I can activate a bomb, which does 8d6. And then if Nolan is on the other side of the creature, he's going to be doing 10d6 plus whatever his weapon damage is. I don't know what his weapon damage is off cuff.
Whack.
Very strong whack, because I'm a level 15 brawler, but I'm doing a custom, effectively a custom archetype that our Pathfinder DM Evan made, where I'm a combination of an alchemist and a brawler. Although I can only learn healing and buff spells, which makes me kinda sad. But I can deal. Okay, I should figure out what I want to play for the Emerald Spire. Because I know we have a Magus, and I know we have a Ranger. And no one's playing a Bard. There's... I might do a War Priest. Although at the same time, I don't like religious classes.
Let's finish those
God,
pages, so if we want to run through the Pathfinder features, we can.
Oh yeah, we should do that at some
we still have the
point,
second hour of
but
Spreadsheets
not
and Chill
right
to go.
now.
Well, now I gotta find something else to do for the next hour.
Oh, well, okay then. Guess. Alright, pull up Archives of Nethys. Because we have a lot to go through.
I'm also gonna pull up the stuff for the Rubidabooble-doo. I guess that'd be in the... I guess we dump that in the rules.
Hmm. I imagine a lot of the like ones that don't have prereqs we could use. Although, since we're not using the traits system that Pathfinder has, I imagine we're not going to need that one. Or the affiliations, because I doubt we're going to be using the affiliation system. I don't even know what the affiliation system does, because I've never used it. Then again, this is my first Pathfinder campaign I've ever played in. And it's good. I like it a lot. Apocalyptic spell. Area affected by spell becomes difficult to move in. No prereqs, huh?
So where are you at, just so I can be in the same spot?
I'm just scrolling through. So up at the top.
No, I mean like on the list. I'm at the list.
Oh, I'm just in general,
Well,
which is the one that should open whenever you open the feats page. So, like, certain ones would be pretty obvious that they won't work, like the aberrant tumor.
yeah, I don't even begin to know what that means.
Basically, if you're an aberrant sorcerer, you gain a tumor on your body that is your familiar.
Why?
Because the aberrant sorcerers are whack. I mean, that's not the weirdest thing that I've
I'm
seen.
sure it's not. It just that doesn't stop it from being weird.
Well, yes, but it's nowhere near as weird as some of the other ones are. Uh, ability
Or
mastery.
aberrations.
Or transmutation crafted item. That's very specific. Um, but like I imagine ability focus, we could probably use that one. Aboleth Deceiver. Hmm. Uh,
I suppose I'll make a similar looking table.
obviously, accomplished sneak attacker has to be a thing because Nolan will get mad if it isn't. If he plays a rogue, that
But we
is.
could make Nolan mad.
And it would be funny, but I doubt he'll ever actually play this system because he doesn't watch the show.
Shrug.
But rogues will get mad if we don't have accomplished sneak attacker because accomplished sneak attacker is like their bread and butter feat. Because it takes their main ability, which is the sneak attack, and makes it better. I believe it increases by 2. It's either 2 or 1 damage dice. Let me check. Open the feat.
I haven't actually looked through the list enough to know if this is a thing, but maybe like for some feats, the like prerequisite could be like having a semblance of like blank genre, like for example, like an element based one or something, or like just a
There
random
are
contact
similar
thing.
abilities in Pathfinder.
I don't know, just a thought to throw out the wall.
Like, uh, there are certain, uh, I forget what the ones are,
We'll find them.
but I know there's certain ones that you can take if you're one of the elemental races, and it allows you to um, it changes unarmed strike stuff. I forget what it was called. Like, there's one specifically for an Ifrit, which Nolan is playing, but it has to do with unarmed. Because there are certain feats called style feats, which you have to activate, and then that thing is active until you change into a different style. And then there are other abilities that just are like passive or other assorted things. Oh, hey, there's a good ability that would be good for us to have.
Yes.
There's an ability called Dislocate, which allows you to take non-lethal damage in order to gain bonuses to escape artist checks. It's
So
exactly how it's
horrible.
exactly how it sounds. You like dislocate your thumb and then you get out of
Bolas.
stuff. Yeah, you got freaking bolas. God, that was the most annoying plot device.
If you haven't figured it out, spoiler warning for Ruby. If you care. If you haven't figured it out. You should have. But that we weren't specific, so I feel fine saying that. But now we can be specific because I've given the warning.
Oh. Dodge would be good to have because people are gonna want dodge.
Dodging might be neat.
Yeah. Prereq is Dex score of 13. You gain a +1 dodge bonus to your AC. You know, we need to decide if we want to use like touch and flat-footed AC, or do we just want to stick with regular AC?
Uh,
Because
elaborate.
okay, so flat-footed is where you don't have your Dex bonus to your armor class. It's just based on your armor and any other abilities that you might have. Uh, and then there's touch, which denies you your armor and any related bonuses via that. So basically, flat-footed denies Dex, touch denies armor. Certain abilities are reliant on those armor classes. Like if for example, our gunslinger in the Pathfinder party, whenever he shoots his revolver at someone, he goes against their touch AC, because even if you just graze someone, it's going to hurt. Especially when you have 2,000 gold piece adamantine bullets coming at you. Yes, our gunslinger got $2,000 bullets. It costs 2,000 GP to fire this weapon once.
Yeah, I'd say touch and flat foot's probably the better system to go with this, if for no other reason than to deny the players the ability to have Tyrion semblance. Which is the ability to break aura instantly.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Let's not let them have that. That or make it a really... Well, no, you can't make it a really late game thing now, can you? Let's not.
So, another important thing to have would be the use of two-weapon fighting. Because
Yeah.
two-weapon fighting is going to be a very important...
Yeah, we were kind of discussing it earlier. There's a lot of instances of that.
Yes.
I now recall Tyrion's another one.
Oh, yeah, he is, isn't he?
Hmm.
But, like...
Does it technically
in
count as
Pathfinder,
tri-weapon if we count his tail?
technically, yes, but that would
Discussion
be a
for another day.
natural attack. Actually, now I think about it, Tyrion would be a brawler. Oh my god, Tyrion's a brawler. Specifically, he'd probably be a shield master. Because there's an archetype for the brawler where you're literally just Captain America and you use a shield and beat people's faces in. It's amazing.
Congratulations. Now you know you can play Tyrion.
I could if I really wanted to, but I don't want to because I'm playing absolute Chad.
So Ironwood?
I don't have guns,
Well, then it can't be Ironwood.
but I do have explosives. And a lot of them. Specifically, I have 20 explosives. Because I get my level plus my intelligence modifier of explosives. It's beautiful. What else do we have?
See, I'm reading all the words, but they really mean nothing to me.
Well, yeah, because you don't play Pathfinder.
I'm just gonna work on making a table.
Yeah, work on making a table. I do
the Google Sheet good.
Yeah.
It's almost like this podcast is called... Yeah.
Yeah.
Breadsheets and Krill.
Breadsheets and Krill. Actually, I think there's a barbarian rage power that would totally fit with Ruby. Now I think about it. Because there's a barbarian rage power where you jump and you gain a fly speed for 1 round. So basically, gun bounce scoper. Alertness.
Yeah, I just thought about how weird the gun bouncing is. Like, it rarely happens, but it's weird when it does.
Well, yeah, because at least in the case of Ruby herself, she stands on the blade. We're just not gonna talk about the fact that she's
Yeah, she
standing.
stands on a blade and fires to slowly pogo stick her way down from a crashing airship. At least Ironwood had gravity dust. That one's excusable.
Yeah.
Also, I don't want to admit how long it took me to realize that one of his guns was black and had gravity dust and one was just a gun. I don't want to admit how long that took me.
Seriously?
I figured out everything in that fight real quick, but that was just the one thing I didn't notice. Like, I swore his guns were different colors, but I didn't notice until I rewatched that they did different things. I'm smart.
Okay. Well. BB +1 are a monk level of first. Use weapons with unarmed. What? You choose one weapon from the monk fighter group. While using this style and wielding the chosen weapon, you can apply the effective feats that have improved unarmed strike as a prereq, as well as effects that augment an unarmed strike. As if attacks with a weapon were unarmed strikes. Okay, time for Ren to have an explosion sword. Oh yeah, I should probably explain my brawler. His name is Ren, and not spelled the
Not
same as
related.
the one. Not related, and also not spelled the same. Because Ren and Ruby, they spell it REN, don't they?
I
Yeah.
believe so.
My Ren has a W at the beginning. Warren.
Warren.
Warren. I imagine we're not going to need the meta magic feats.
No.
Yeah.
Unnecessary.
Because, I mean, the only class that would be able to take them, or the only combat role that would be able to take them, would be the support. Although, they would probably want them, now I think about it. Yeah, I need to figure out what the support sub roles should be.
I mean, we like sort of have to get it.
Well, yes, but like
I forgot we included the mutant, right?
one's probably gonna be a. Mostly trying to come up with names for them.
I just got flashbacks to making these tables.
F. I'm just gonna let that run in the background. Befuddling initiative. Whoa! Treat all opponents as flat-footed during the surprise round. That's basically useless unless you're fighting humanoid opponents. Bilge rat. Use an eye patch to mitigate being dazzled or blinded.
That's a real niche use right there.
I mean, not really. Because, like, the way actual pirates used eye patches was just so that way they didn't have to have their eyes adjust.
By the way, the table's done. I just kind of had to make 4 title boxes. I didn't have to do anything fancy.
Uh, oh. Heat rock special attack plus smoking boulder and a BAB of 13 or higher, and you get an ability called blasting boulder, which allows you to chuck an explosive rock.
Oh.
Amazing. I imagine we should probably have like critical focus, weapon focus.
How many, like, categories should I make?
I have no idea. We need to try and figure out like what all ones we want to have first.
Yeah, fair.
Also, I need to try and my brain's running at like 15 different programs at once, and it's causing the entire thing to just crash.
Get the task manager.
Oh, that ability is called Burn, 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 and you have to be a goblin. Neat. Ability called Call Out. You could force a creature to duel you by using Intimidate.
I just found the ability that has a prerequisite of horse and lets you learn bonus tricks with your horse.
Yeah. Well, there's an entire class based around riding a horse.
I'm sure there is if that's a thing, but
Yeah, it's called the Cavalier. And Aiden and I made a Ratfolk Cavalier at like 2 a.m. one time. It was beautiful. I can't remember what his name was. Chairbreaker? Oh, it's improvised weapons. Because I don't imagine people will be using improvised weaponry all that often.
well, doesn't your fist count as an improvised weapon?
Unless
I'm not
you
sure,
have
honestly.
improved unarmed
No, because
strike.
unarmed strike is its own thing, right? Yeah.
Well, it unarmed counts as an improvised unless you have the improvement feat for it. Because like brawler gets that naturally, both monks get that naturally, and people that meet the prereqs can just take it. So that way they'll never get caught off guard without a weapon.
Well, it might be useful in some cases because Crow do a lot of punching to the Tyrion man.
He did. He really did.
Because Scorpion.
Yeah. He went haha boink. Um You know what? I think I've got it. I think I've got what kind of character I'm gonna play. Even though I don't like religious classes all that much. As much as I don't like the freaking Jeebus class, I'll go with an Oracle. Vigor Pool, don't know what... Oh, that's healing without magic. Doesn't really matter, because it's more hit point based. Combat Stamina, that's a stam pool. Combat Reflexes allows you to make additional attacks of opportunity. That'd be pretty helpful. Conduit casting. Oh, Corpse Companion.
Fun.
You gain an undead animal companion. You gotta have the animal companion class feature and be a ghoul. So you'd have to be a ghoul ranger or a hunter or something. Counter punch.
Yes.
Oh, if only I had an 18 dex, then I could take that. When you fight an unarmed and a foe misses with a melee, it provokes attacks of opportunity. It's literally just like punch out. Just dodge a punch, deck them back. That's actually a pretty good ability. That'd be good for the brawler to have. Oh, learn how to build robots. The ability, you want to know what it's called?
What's it called?
Craft robot.
I see
All right,
maximum
then.
thought went into that name.
Crippling critical. Crippling critical. I'm having a stroke. Critical focus, critical mastery, critical versatility. Oh, it's you learn one crit feat a day. So basically, martial flexibility, but it sucks. Crusader's Fist? Oh. You can use lay on hands or touch of corruption upon a successful unarmed strike. I punch you with healing.
Healing arrow moment.
Healy punch go brr. Oh, stunning fist reduct. Well, we don't have stunning fist, so never mind.
Cry challenge. Cry challenge.
Yes. Making an opportunity attacks, granting yourself a +4 dodge to AC. Doesn't matter if they attack your flat-footed. One additional skill rank per hit die. That'd be good to have. Be good to have cunning in our system.
Dead
Cursed
inside.
conduit. Wait, what did you find?
Dead inside. Handle emotion and fear spells better.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
You have to fail your saving throws against at least 5 different emotion manipulating spells, or your saving throw against a supernatural creature's fear effect, or have the Sunless or Soul Survivor background.
Deadly aim would be good to have.
Pushed past it, where did it go?
Deadly Finish. I actually have that one, I think. And it's just foes you knock out must make a fort save or die. That's a feat that I have. Oh, Deadly Horns. If you're a tiefling, you can make a gore attack. Actually, that'd be good, except we can just change out tiefling for a horned faunus. Deal double damage plus 1 con bleed. Oh, okay. Deafening critical. Whenever you score a critical hit, man, that would have been helpful last night. Oh, last night I rolled like 6 nat 20s in one session. I was so confused.
Prepare for the karma on that.
Oh, no. I'd been doing nothing but very poorly the previous couple of sessions. Like, I would only get 1 or 2 hits off in a round. Last night, I got 5 in one round. It was top notch. 5 out of my 6 attacks hit. 2 of them were crits. Well, critical threats. Okay, so the way criticals work in Pathfinder is you have a critical range, and then within that critical range, you have what's called a critical threat, which means you have to re-roll the die, and if you hit, you get the critical. If you miss this the attack, you still hit, but it's not a critical.
Oh.
Defiant Luck. Re-roll on that one. Demon Grafter. Oh,
Drunken sing-along. Lead a sing-along to improve the mood of a crowd.
amazing. That Nolan will probably take that later on.
High quality ability.
But Demon Grafter, if you have Knowledge Planes up to 5, Heal up to 5, Spellcraft up to 5, and you're a Demonologist, you can learn how to implant demonic tissue into mortal creatures. What does that do for us? Let's find out. +2 bonus to heal checks regarding evil outsiders or creatures that have already had a demonic graft. In addition, you can create demonic implants as if you had the craft wondrous item using your ranks in heal as your caster level. The DC to create the item still increases for any necessary spell requirements. See magic item creation rules in chapter 15. Oh. So I can put magic items in people. Interesting. Very interesting. That'd be good for like a vivisectionist.
Fascinated by the mundane.
Denied death. Dented helm.
We're just reading names, pal.
Yeah, we are. Desperate Battler. That'd be pretty good to have. Well,
Fire
if we had,
music.
that'd be good if we had like a volume 4 situation where like everyone's split up. Wait, was that volume 4?
Yeah.
I can't
It was
remember.
volume 4 and Blake part of 5.
Yeah, so Desperate Battler would be good for like a volume 4 scenario. But other than that, okay. That's an ability called Die for Your Master. All right. All right. All right.
Delicious.
All right. Alright. Tumor familiar dies in place of the alchemist. Interesting. Very interesting. 3 ranks diplomacy and Kalashite human. Free action is part of your initiative. Diplomatic ruse. Neat.
You can improve
Direct.
your trip.
Yeah, there are a lot that just allow you to improve things.
I just find it funny that tripping people is one of those things you can improve.
Well, I think there's one for every combat maneuver. Trip is one of them.
That would make sense, I guess.
There's trip, sunder, grapple, other ones that I can't remember. The reason why I remember those 3 is because those are like the most common.
How can you trip opponents with a thrown bludgeoning weapon?
Bolas.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Are bullas a bludgeoning weapon?
I believe they deal bludgeoning damage and also they grapple.
Yeah, fair.
I think it's like a D6 bludgeoning.
Oh, that just reminded me, in the trilogy we have a weapon that's just like, it's bolas, but the ends are gun swords.
You mean gunblades?
Yeah, that one.
Because a gun sword isn't the name for it. It's a gunblade.
I just put the words together.
Prime example of a gunblade would be Squall's weapon in Final Fantasy VIII, which is like the stereotype revolver plus sword.
Yeah, it's something akin to that.
Yeah, so it's a gunblade.
Just 2
I
gun
know because I
blades
used to be
attached
super
by a
obsessed
bola.
with weapons like that.
Unfortunately, it's a weapon I only get to show off in 2 scenes, but
F.
when the cool
Uh,
weapon's limited to 2 fights.
discordant voice. Oh, there's dislocate. Dispelling fist. I
Horse
can
Master.
disruptive. Increases the DC for enemies to cast spells near me.
The entirety of I is just improved.
I mean, I'm not surprised. Like, there's improved Vital Strike, which is one that I take via martial flexibility, which allows me to deal even more damage if I choose to only punch once. Because Vital Strike, uh, you only make one attack at your highest base attack bonus, but you do a shitload of damage. Like you double your damage dice, and then if you have improved, you triple your damage dice. And so I went from doing 12d8 with a vital strike to doing a nice 18, because I went from having 4d8 damage to punching someone with 6d8 if I regular attack. No, that's a dodge. I thought that's a... Oh, dog killer horse hunter. Okay. Oh, it's not...
Abandon
Yeah,
identity to gain protection.
that might be related to the that might be related to the vigilante, because vigilantes are all about like having two identities.
I'm sorry, I just ran across all the octopus skills.
Oh, yeah, there's an octopus race.
Cool.
It's pretty cool. There's
Overachiever.
there's like draconic abilities for kobolds. The only reason why I remember that trip is a combat maneuver is because our oracle has a spell called Staggering Fall, where whenever someone trips, they take damage, and you can cast it as a reaction. So Nolan has like a really high trip, and so he's like, "All right, it's time," and then he trips the enemy and. Out of nowhere, we just see the Oracle activate his stand, Staggering Fall. And then everyone makes fun of Tyler for casting like a kind of worthless spell called Wandering Star Motes because he never lands Wandering Star Motes ever. And so anytime he casts it, everyone around the table just yells Wandering Star Motes.
Oh hey,
And
the
it
Sky Rain has arrived, as opposed to the Ground Rain.
Drow Spirit. Drow Nobility. Oh god. Oh no. Danger. In case you didn't know, Drow Nobles. Oh god.
You may,
They're dangerous.
perform a drag maneuver in place of one of your melee attacks. Yes, I'd like to
Oh,
sacrifice my melee to drag.
yeah. Drag's another one.
But, like, in what scenario would you want to do that?
Say someone's on the ground going for their weapon, you can drag them away from it.
I guess.
Another combat maneuver is Bull Rush, which allows you to charge an enemy and then you knock them back.
Ranged trip.
Yeah, ranged trip. Bolas, man.
Oh wait, hang on, I just saw the rat stuff. Ah, yes.
Rescue materials. That's a nice feat, but we wouldn't really need that since we do haha. It does. And it just prereqs for Eldritch Heritage? What? Expanded Fiendish Resilience. Only tieflings get that. A shame. Use different meta... Dude, you can use meta magic with Kinetic Blast for the Kineticist? Whoa, dude. Arcanist. You get extra spell slots. Dude, why would you not take that? Hunter or War Priest, level 16. You gotta
I
have a
just saw the
wisdom.
shield whack.
Yeah. Ghost Hunter. Oh, I'm sorry, experienced Ghost Hunter. Expert Driver.
Oh boy, I love poisoning people to sleep.
Yeah, that's the thing. Extend the bulwark. Extend the protection of your armor to your allies. That's actually kind of cool. What do you... What? If you're wearing medium or heavy armor and are adjacent to... Oh, you have to have... Oh, that's annoying. Never mind. Hey, look at that extra bob. Extra croaking.
There's also Sonic croaking.
Yes. Extra evolution. Eidolon adds... Ooh, that's pretty cool. Extra feature. You gain
Touched
extra
by
features when you
sacred
finish stage.
fire.
Oh, that's for Skinwalker. Hail of arrows. Extra hail of arrows. Extra hex. Extra impromptu sneak attack.
True
Inspiration.
love.
Wow. Ninja tricks. Panache. That's just extra crap. I'm assuming that there's a discovery one. Yep. Extra discovery. Gosh darn it. Fabulous. Fabulous.